Welcome back. If you were looking for a fun night out on the town, why not head to the theater? Alley Theater's latest production is sure to make you laugh. Actors Elizabeth Bunch and Christopher Salazar join us now with a look at their new production called Dead Man's Cell Phone. Welcome to you both, Elizabeth and Christopher. Listen, we are such big fans of the Alley Theater, and y'all have so much fun, whether it's a classic show or a brand new show that people haven't seen before. Tell us a little bit about the synopsis of this play.
Well, it is in fact about a dead man's cell phone. My character is in a cafe early in the show, and there's a cell phone that just rings and rings. When she picks it up, she realizes that the owner is actually at the table next to her dead, and then she just keeps trying to continue his legacy and comfort his family by keeping his cell phone and trying to make good on all the mistakes that he made in his life. But it really is fun, and it's a wild adventure.
Okay, and we're seeing Todd Waite on the screen on the right, legendary performer here in Houston. He looks fantastic in drag. Christopher, you play Dwight, who is the dead man's brother. Tell us a little bit more about your role, because initially, I mean, when people see the title of this play, they might think it's a very dark show. That is not the case.
Yeah, I think it navigates in a beautiful way some of life's nuances and meditations on what it is to be a human and our interactions with other people in the world and on our paths. And so Jean, which is the role Elizabeth plays, comes into contact with Dwight through a dinner party, and out of that they form a connection and eventually a relationship, a romance out of it. And I think that, through this accidental meeting, both of these characters kind of discover who they are and how we connect with other people.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the Alley Theater, because in addition to visiting artists, you have directors and actors and composers who come in. There's a resident acting company here in town. And what's incredible is every year you do about 16 shows. That's 500 performances. When you're an actor on stage, describe to us what it's like when you're performing at the Alley. Because again, whether it's a classic show that the director takes liberties with, or whether it's a brand new show, I think it's safe to say at the Alley, things are unconventional.
This play is certainly unconventional. I think at this particular moment in time, as we're sort of coming out of the isolation of COVID, it's a wonderful and exciting moment to be an actor at the Alley Theater, because things are feeling normal again. This show is really uplifting and fun, and I'm feeling that zing and that connection with the audience that we so missed when we had this pandemic intermission in terms of what we do.
Yeah. Go ahead, Christopher.
If I think about what the Alley represents, it's a playground to see all different types of theater. There's no one way to define the work we're doing at the Alley. And this season is such a great representation: new plays, classical plays, undiscovered gems. And for us, it's just wonderful to get to, share that with audiences. And the one thing that we know is that all of the productions are going to have beautiful sets and evocative design and great art happening.
And speaking of sets, are you on the set right now? Is that what I see in the background?
Yes.
It is
It's
super
an
cool.
amazing palette designed by Michael Locher for Isabella Bird's phenomenal lighting design. It is incredible what they can make happen with this kind of gorgeous blank palette. You have to see it to believe it.
Well, it looks beautiful on television. I'm sure it looks even better in person. And listen, before I let you go, Christopher and Elizabeth, I mean, it must be so nice to be back on the stage. You touched on this a moment ago. For theater goers out there who maybe have not been to a live stage show in a minute, final thoughts, what's your message to them?
It's time to come back. We're here. We're having a party. It's a really good time. If you're not ready to venture out, we still do offer a digital viewing after the show closes. So you have about 2 weeks. You can go to the Alley website and you can buy a digital ticket to watch it in your own home. But I guarantee you'll have more fun if you come here and see it.
Well,
yeah, there's something so great about having the experience with audience members around you, and the buzz that Elizabeth mentioned is so real. We've been hungering to come back, and I feel like the audiences are sharing that enthusiasm.
Well, and we love your enthusiasm. Elizabeth, Christopher, thanks so much for your time. We can't wait to see you on stage.
Thank you.
And we did just show some of the show's information on the screen, but a reminder that if you would like to buy tickets, you can visit alleytheater.org or you can call 713-220-5700.